Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. You're on very thin ice. Nick Aldis warns top WWE stars on SmackDown. Serious repercussions on the cards. Pretty Deadly was one of the best tag teams on NXT and was known for their entertaining antics. However, it's been a while since they were called up to the main roster, and they haven't been involved in many notable storylines. This hasn't stopped their scheming ways. Last week on SmackDown, Pretty Deadly told the Street Profits that it was Los Garza who attacked them a few weeks ago. However, Apollo Crews later told Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins that Elton Prince and Kit Wilson lied, and it was DIY who attacked them. On the latest episode of SmackDown, Legado del Fantasma confronted Pretty Deadly backstage, and as things were about to turn ugly, Nick Aldis and WWE officials stepped in to separate them. The SmackDown GM then informed Pretty Deadly to stay back as he wanted to talk to them. As he was talking to them about last week, DIY walked in and tried to convince Aldis that Pretty Deadly was telling the truth. Aldis then warned them that they were on very thin ice. The general manager then informed the superstars that they were treading on very thin ice, hinting that there could be repercussions if they didn't mend their ways. The world of WWE thrives on tension, drama, and power plays, and the latest episode of SmackDown delivered all three in spades. The focal point of the night was a chilling warning issued by WWE SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis, who has quickly established himself as a no-nonsense authority figure. In a heated segment, Aldis warned several top WWE stars, declaring that they were on very thin ice, hinting at serious repercussions that could reshape the brand's hierarchy and storylines. This development has set the WWE Universe ablaze with speculation about what could come next. Since his appointment as SmackDown's general manager, Nick Aldis has brought a distinct intensity and a zero-tolerance approach to rule-breaking and backstage chaos. His tenure has been marked by his focus on maintaining order and ensuring that all superstars toe the line, which has put him at odds with some of the brand's top talents who thrive on bending the rules. In recent weeks, tensions between Aldis and several high-profile WWE stars have been escalating. These stars, known for their rebellious attitudes and willingness to push boundaries, have found themselves at odds with Aldis' strict governance. The friction reached a boiling point during a backstage altercation, where words were exchanged and lines were crossed, prompting Aldis to take center stage during SmackDown to address the situation directly. During a mid-show segment, Nick Aldis, flanked by security personnel, walked to the ring with a determined stride. His expression was stern, his demeanor unyielding, as he grabbed a microphone and addressed the WWE Universe. "Ladies and gentlemen," Aldis began, his voice calm but laced with an underlying menace. "I've been observing the actions of certain individuals on this brand, and quite frankly, I'm not impressed. You see, SmackDown is not a playground. It's not a place for unchecked egos and reckless behavior. It's a place for competition, respect, and order." The crowd buzzed, sensing the gravity of the situation. Aldis continued, his gaze scanning the audience, as if searching for the offenders he was about to call out. "There are a few superstars," he said, his voice rising slightly, "who seem to believe that they are untouchable, that the rules don't apply to them. Well, let me make one thing perfectly clear, you are on very thin ice." The camera panned to the backstage area, capturing the reactions of the superstars who had been at the center of recent controversies. Their faces ranged from defiant smirks to concerned glances, knowing that Aldis' warning was not to be taken lightly. While Aldis didn't name names during his initial statement, the WWE Universe quickly began speculating about which superstars were in his crosshairs. Among the potential offenders were Roman Reigns. As the dominant tribal chief, Reigns has consistently pushed the boundaries of what he can get away with, often using his influence to manipulate outcomes and assert his will over SmackDown. The Usos, known for their rebellious streak and allegiance to Reigns, the Usos have been involved in numerous incidents that have tested the limits of SmackDown's authority. LA Knight, the fast-rising star, known for his brash attitude and unapologetic confidence, has clashed with management on several occasions, positioning himself as a lone wolf unwilling to conform to the rules. Charlotte Flair, the self-proclaimed queen of WWE, has never shied away from making her own rules, often asserting her dominance both in and out of the ring. Each of these superstars has a history of pushing boundaries, making them prime candidates for Aldis ire. Nick Aldis' warning was more than just a verbal reprimand. It was a clear signal that serious repercussions were on the horizon for those who failed to heed his advice. The potential consequences of crossing Aldis could range from suspensions and fines to stripped titles or even being barred from competing on SmackDown. Suspensions and fines. Aldis could impose hefty fines or suspensions on those who continue to defy his authority, sending a message that no one, regardless of their status, is above the rules. Title stripping. For champions like Roman Reigns, the threat of being stripped of their title for misconduct could serve as a powerful deterrent. Such a move would not only shake up the title scene, but also serve as a reminder of Aldis' authority. Bans and match cancellations. Aldis could also take the drastic step of canceling matches or banning certain superstars from competing, disrupting their momentum and affecting their standing in WWE. The fallout from Aldis' warning is sure to create a ripple effect throughout SmackDown. Superstars will be forced to consider their actions carefully, knowing that Aldis is watching closely. This newfound tension will add an extra layer of drama to every interaction and match, as the threat of punishment looms large. For the WWE Universe, this development promises to inject fresh intrigue into SmackDown's storytelling. The question on everyone's mind is, who will be the first to cross Aldis, and what will be the consequences? Power struggle. A storyline could develop around a group of superstars banding together to challenge Aldis' authority, leading to a faction war that blurs the lines between good and evil. A new enforcer. Aldis could introduce a new enforcer, a superstar or returning legend who serves as his right hand, ensuring that his edicts are followed to the letter. Redemption arcs. Superstars who find themselves on Aldis' bad side could embark on redemption arcs, seeking to prove their worth and regain favor, adding depth to their characters. Ultimate showdown. The tension between Aldis and the rebellious superstars could culminate in a high-stakes match or series of matches. With Aldis' role as GM or the futures of the superstars on the line, Nick Aldis' warning has set the stage for a new era of accountability on SmackDown. His assertion that top stars are on very thin ice promises to bring about serious repercussions for those who defy authority, creating a compelling narrative that will keep fans glued to their screens. As the WWE Universe eagerly anticipates the next move, the only certainty is that the landscape of SmackDown is shifting. With Aldis at the helm, the balance of power is being redefined, and the consequences of rebellion will be felt by all who dare to test the ice beneath them.